Look at the world right now. Iran, shipping lanes, oil routes, military tension. They tell you this is about war. But step back for a second. What if it's not about war at all? What if it's about money? Because if you follow anything long enough, you end up in the same place. Currency. Control the money, you control the system. And for the last 50 years, that system has been built on one thing: the petrodollar. Not gold, not real assets. Oil priced and traded in U.S. dollars. That's what gave the dollar its global dominance after the gold standard ended. Countries didn't just need oil, they needed dollars to buy it. And that created a system where power flowed through currency. Currency flowed through central banks, and central banks influenced everything. Now ask yourself, what happens if that system starts to break? What happens if countries begin trading energy outside the dollar? What happens if they start building alternative systems? Because that's not a theory. That's already happening. You see it in bilateral trade agreements. You see it in BRICS discussions. You see it in countries experimenting with digital settlement systems. So now let's connect it. You've got Iran, sitting on one of the most critical energy positions in the world, the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important choke points on the planet. A massive percentage of global oil flows through that one narrow passage. So when tensions rise there, you're not just looking at a regional issue. You're looking at a pressure point in the global energy system. And if energy is tied to currency, then that makes it a pressure point in the financial system too. Now here's where the people start asking bigger questions. Is the world moving toward a different kind of system? One backed by more real assets, gold, silver, energy, commodities, instead of purely debt-based currency. That idea is gaining traction. But let's be clear, there is no confirmed global switch that has already happened. There is no official announcement that everything is flipping overnight. What we are seeing is transition. Slow, strategic, sometimes chaotic, multiple countries testing new systems while still operating inside the old one. That's what real change looks like, not a clean break, a messy shift. Now let's talk about something people don't want to hear. There is no one single group controlling everything perfectly. There are powerful institutions, there are financial networks, there are governments within influence, but they don't all move as one. They compete, they clash, they protect their own interests, and sometimes that competition looks like a coordination from the outside, but it's not the same thing. So what are we really watching? We're watching a system under pressure. We're watching energy being used as leverage, currency being challenged, and nations trying to reclaim influence in a world that is no longer unipolar. This isn't just about Iran. It's not just about war. It's about the foundation of how the world operates. And that foundation is money. So before you jump to conclusions, before you assume you're watching chaos or a perfectly scripted plan, ask a better question. Who benefits from the current system, and who is trying to change it? Because that's where the real story is. Not in the headlines, but underneath them. Stay sharp, stay aware, and follow the money.